You've been great. Before we let you go, we like to play a fun game with our guests.
Yeah.
It's called Do You Know Me?
Okay.
You down to play?
Down to play.
Real simple. I'm going to ask you some questions. Does Michael does this? Have Michael ever done that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes or no questions are fine.
Sure.
Anecdotal stories are welcomed but not expected.
Thank you.
Do you know me with Michael Allio?
Perfect.
Is Michael a morning person?
I'm a night person.
That makes so much sense because he's a dad.
That's right.
You have to do
Mornings
all
are
the stuff during the day.
straight
And once the kids
struggle.
go to bed, that's when you have a life.
Like I stay up late.
Really?
Like I stay
Yeah.
up till maybe 2:30 in the morning every night. And it's literally like
Why?
once I get my son down, I'm like crawling. I'm so tired. And then he gets down and I'm like, I've got so much time for myself. I can do whatever I want.
Is that something you've like as a dad you've done, or were you always like a night?
I was
person?
always a night person, but like the idea of just this like freedom that happens
Yeah.
every night where you can just do what you want to do. Like, and usually it's not like I'm like doing this
You
amazing
turn off
stuff.
the kid TV.
Yeah, I'm like binge watching Netflix and like eating way too late. But yeah, night person.
Does Michael have their read receipts turned on in their messages? But you're a Samsung guy,
Uh-huh.
aren't you?
Which I do want to talk about real quick.
Yeah, because I
Because
text
people
you.
hate me for this. And
It's so yeah. No,
The
it's.
green bubbles.
It was just
You ruin
like
group chat.
Yes.
You ruin group chats, Michael.
I was like coming into this interview
You
with
have-
so much
you
high
have to
expectations,
understand-
and I was just like, ew.
you have to understand how much I hate group chats. And that's one of the reasons why I don't get included on them.
I do hate group chats, and that I would switch to Samsung just to be off of group chats.
People will like text if I need to be on something, they'll text me individually
Yeah.
about it. And I love that like filtering element like by itself, that I'm not just going to be thrown on here. And then people who aren't doing anything during their day when I'm running around are just having these side conversations. So yeah, big ups to Samsung and Android. Holler at your boy.
Has Michael ever popped someone else's pimple? Are you a pimple
Yeah.
popper?
Well, I mean,
it's,
not
it's
like-
usually one of the two.
Not full time, but yeah.
Not full time.
Yeah, it's not on my resume, but yeah, I mean, every gross thing you could imagine, it's kind of come my way.
Can Michael name 3 Britney Spears songs?
Toxic. Is that this slave for you?
I'm a slave for you.
Yeah, and one more time. Hit me, baby. One more time.
Is it one more time? Is it called one more time? Hit me, babe.
It's called Hit Me One More Time.
Hit me. Yes.
Can you name 3 Taylor Swift songs?
No.
You're not even try.
No.
Come now, Michael.
I'm not joking.
Throw a effort.
I would totally like.
There's not one. Can you
I-
name one?
I really don't listen to her at all.
But it's just like on the radio.
But I don't listen to the radio.
Oh no.
But he knows Britney, which I applaud.
Yeah, I mean, come on now.
Amazing.
I mean, this is going to get some serious blowback, worse than the Katie Africa thing.
Can you name 4 countries in Africa?
Yeah, Zimbabwe,
Amanda picked that out. I just want to,
Zimbabwe,
which is also
Mozambique.
totally fine.
Yeah.
But like,
Okay, to be fair, I thought she was gonna do it. I wasn't trying to make it like a gotcha thing. I thought she was gonna be able to do it.
it's not our bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do this?
Yeah, please.
Zimbabwe, Mozambique, South Africa, Congo, Ivory Coast, Nambia. Let's see.
You're going for like the non-basic ones.
Yeah.
Sudan.
Do you really wanted to upstage your ex-girlfriend, didn't you?
And he missed, like he did. Like
Maybe
Amanda
a
said, he
little.
missed the easy ones, like Kenya, Ethiopia.
Yeah, right,
Like,
right.
Like everyone knows.
I can't believe that ever became a thing.
This Taylor Swift thing's about to be a thing. But it's
Yeah,
but
can you
it's-
imagine?
Yeah,
Michael
Yeah.
gets canceled because he
Oh
can't.
my
name-
God,
Because he
the
doesn't know Taylor
outrage!
Swift.
I'm sorry. I mean, for anybody that's going to throw shade on this, which I already imagine will happen.
Just say shake it up.
Oh yeah, Shake It Up is also my favorite.
Welcome to New York.
Yeah. They actually just told me that over my
Oh,
headphones.
shake it off. Shake it off. Not shake
Oh,
it
Shake It Off.
off.
Yeah, way to go, Chrissy.
Shit.
There you go.
Good luck booking
Thanks
Taylor.
a lot. This is an ambush.
I have my own.
Has Michael ever bought something off eBay?
Oh yeah, I bought my golf clubs off eBay.
Have you ever gotten scammed?
I don't know if they're authentic golf clubs, but they sold them to me at a good price. Usually what I do when I'm like finding new clubs, I'll go to like a Golf Galaxy or something, try one, and then wait a year, then go on eBay and just get like 1 year used, and it's like a third of the price. So
Would Michael ever pose nude for a magazine?
no, I don't think the world wants to see that. I mean, you guys saw me in that. Like,
Have you ever sent a nude?
That sling, what?
Have you ever sent a nude?
No,
Ever?
nope. Have you?
Yeah, people I've dated.
Oh. They ever surface?
They're my faces in it.
Oh.
It's not something I made a
Just
habit
watermark your nudes.
Okay, that's
watermark
good
it
to
is.
know. These are all new things I gotta figure out.
We got you.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I know who to come to.
Do you have a go-to karaoke song?
Yeah, it's probably Big Papa,
There you go.
Notorious B.I.G. Yeah. I can I can rattle that one off. No.
So great. Oh, God.
Has Michael ever faked an orgasm?
I mean, typically we don't have to,
Harder.
but sometimes when you drink too much, I think it's more or less like, it's more like compassionate or sympathy for the whole. When you're like, this just has to end. Like,
I
she's
think
not having fun.
Maybe
Like,
a more
it's not.
appropriate question
Yeah.
would be, have you ever thought and or called out a partner for potentially faking an orgasm with you?
100%. You can totally tell.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's pretty obvious. You guys aren't the best actresses. I mean, let me tell you. Not fooling anybody. But sometimes
Have I told the the one for sure for me was as soon as we started having sex, immediately was like, I'm coming, and I'm like, no, you're what?
Impossible.
It's not
Impossible.
There was
Like
barely any
putting a tea kettle
foreplay.
on the stove, and it immediately starts whistling. And you're like,
Yeah,
hold
right.
on a second.
Right. Something's out of whack in the universe here.
Come
Like,
on.
what TV show is on in 2 minutes that you need to get back to?
Give me a chance to try, like.
And she's like, The Bachelor's on.
Yeah, right. That's right.
I was like, you watch too much porn.
Yeah, right. Desensitized.
Have you ever fainted?
Yeah. Like a concert venue. Overheated, I think it was like a Lollapalooza in Chicago or something. It's always like the hottest day. And yeah.
Have you ever been suspended or fired?
Never been fired. I've been suspended from school.
You have.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I mean, drinking. Like, this is high school.
I drank a lot in high school. Huh?
Yeah, I got off to a fast start. And now, like, by the time I got to college, I'm kind of tired. But yeah, got suspended there. Got suspended for one time at college for getting in a fight.
Got in a fight?
Yeah. Yeah.
You been in a lot of fights?
No.
Did you win?
What was it about?
So I was actually dating this girl, and she was from Chicago, and we were leaving like the bar together. And there were 3 guys that kind of came up to us, and one of the guys, he went to high school with her in Chicago. So he knew her, and he didn't like the idea that she's dating me or something. And then there were like these 2 other guys that didn't even go to the school. So I end up dropping her off at like her dorm, and I was in another dorm. I go back, and like 3 of them were like waiting for me. Like, it was just kind of like that fight or flight moment. This is like on camera, like right in like the commons area.
Yeah.
And I just didn't even think about it. So yeah, I got a good couple on the first one, and the other guys just kind of jetted. Thank God, because
Good
if they
for
would
you.
have stood,
What
if
a
they,
moment.
Michael.
if they would have stood their ground, I would have gotten stomped. And then that guy actually, he transferred to Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Did you get that on tape? Because
I'm sure the security videos have
God,
it.
I would have wanted that moment.
Roll the clip, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Watch
know.
that back, but this is where Daddy took down
Yeah, right?
3 dudes.
No, I'm definitely not a fighter, but I mean, there's some times where it's like, you can't be, you tried everything, and it just has to happen sometimes.
Do you like it that many women in Bachelor Nation are referring to you as Daddy?
It's a little bit odd. It's strange. Zaddy is something that gets
What's
thrown
that?
around. You don't know what Zaddy is?
No.
I just learned this too. I think it doesn't even have to be. I mean, we'll ask the younger girls here, because I think it's. Do you guys know what that is?
younger girls. What are you trying to say?
Yeah. Well, I think it's a newer term
Trying to
that
say
wasn't
you're-
I
in
feel
our
like-
lexicon.
Yeah, I
growing
went
up.
from like damn daddy to like zam zaddy, and I
Yeah.
can't exactly explain why,
And-
but it's just a vibe thing.
Yeah. I think I don't even think you have to be like have a child.
No,
Either it's-
certainly not.
No, I
Yeah.
don't-
I think it's because at first I thought
Are
it was
you
like
into that?
having
dating someone?
having
No.
a child.
No.
It says the definition.
being called daddy or zaddy by someone you're dating.
No, but with the right person, maybe. I'm
what?
leaving the door open here.
Once.
The definition of zaddy is great.
What?
It's a sexually attractive man, especially an older one who is fashionable or charismatic.
Yeah.
Well, how about that?
Do you find yourself to be a
Get
sexual
it,
person?
Michael.
Yeah, I totally am. I mean, how can you not be?
A lot of people aren't sexual.
Yeah. No, I'm totally affectionate. Totally like. I mean, it's essential to have a good relationship. Like you got to be out there. I don't think I'm fashionable though. Like I will say that. Like,
Nice.
oh, thanks.
Like Riley, have you been watching Paradise?
I haven't been catching up on as much as I should. How's it going?
It's wildly entertaining.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've been rooting for some of my guys.
Riley, there's a gentleman.
Yeah, I know Riley, yeah.
His move was he's a chin grabber, as he explained, and I'm not, but it works for him. Do you have a go-to makeup move, like on a first date or a kiss, or how do you sweep the ladies off their feet? Like if you were going to be the Bachelor, what could we expect to see a lot of when it comes to Michael's embrace?
Yeah, I don't know. What would be my move? I don't know. I'd have to get like a survey monkey out there and try to collect some hard
Just
data.
go up to them and be like, "I'm a zaddy."
Yeah. I don't know. I'd probably say sometimes I'll bite a lip.
Okay.
That's a good move.
A nice easy one, gentle one, not like hold on to it and stretch it out like a fruit roll up or something. Like you gotta let go, buddy. Let the fish off the hook.
Final question before I let you go. What would be one thing as a misconception about you or people find surprising once they really get to know you? Like if for the people you let in.
On the show or just like in real life?
In life.
I mean, I think in real life, people don't have a like preconceived notion of who you are until you meet them. On the show, if you looked at like the whole season, I look like this okie dokie like neighbor next door, and that's mainly because most of all the conversations I'm having with Katie, like they don't require humor. Like they're actually deep, serious conversations.
It's not a comedy.
Right. No, we are not doing a comedy here. And so those are all like very real moments. But, I find the humor in everything. I've got a really dark sense of humor. I think people are like, he's, boring or too tight or one thing or that. And that's completely opposite.
So you're not Mr. Rogers.
I'm not Mr. Rogers. No.
I mean, you do have some sort of band.
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers wouldn't have that.
People had.
Where's that? Where's that from?
I get a lot of questions about like the tattoo. It's my only one actually, and this is like a universal sign of like grief and loss.
Oh.
So if you ever see people that do have bands, like typically on the upper part of their forearm, it is that they've lost somebody significant.
You got that after you lost Laura. Oh,
So
wow.
here's the thing. I got this in December of 2018. I'm driving from Akron to Delray Beach because we were getting some investigational treatment down there. And prior to doing that, Laura and I had a conversation about getting a tattoo. And forever, Laura's like, and I actually like tattoos a lot, but you have to pick the right one. It has to mean something. You don't just get it. And she was like, tattoos are for white trash. And I'm like, relax. Like, they're great. And so towards the end, she was actually wanting to get one. And so we were actually going to get one together. And so when I was driving down to Akron, I stopped in like West Palm and actually got this done. And I knew I was going to do that. She was going to get like 3 strands of rope that were like tied in a knot, something like that. And unfortunately, she wasn't able to get that. But I'm so happy that I did this because it means so much and it facilitates a conversation that often continues to bring her up.
That's great.
Yeah. How about yours?
They're all members of my family, except for a few other ones that have other personal significance.
Yeah, I like
and
it.
This is my dog.
I like the black ink. Like, I would never do color ink, I don't think.
Yeah, I can't say that I'll never do it, but I don't see. I like the black.
Yeah, for sure. There's part of me that's thinking now that I have this that I'd probably concentrate everything on one arm because I do love it. And, this is like the beginning of a chapter and then everything else is like built upward.
Yeah, we could get Michael tatted up. And
Yeah. A little teardrop.
Zaddy.
Get daddy a teardrop.
Now, when you start referring to yourself as daddy,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a problem.
I mean, I'm not. Who are we? It's not for us to decide.
No, let's just throw it out in the world,
Michael,
and let them eat it.
Michael, it's been a real pleasure.
Thanks, my man.
I'm sure we could talk a lot more, but for the sake of time, we're gonna let you go.